Ciao everybody, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Julian Gennady, and today I will be doing a 24-hour post-game match reaction to Juventus' successful Coppa Italia semi-final second leg, in which we won 2-0 against Fiorentina at home after the first leg went 1-0 to Juventus after a Venuti own goal in the 92nd minute or so. A lot of skeptical people were going into this second leg, and they were proven wrong. I was being one of them. I was very skeptical of how this game was going to go, seeing as though we weren't starting many creative players. We saw the starting lineup, how it was going to be set, and the dudes got the job done. Allegri got the job done. Off to the final we go, May 11th against Inter, the Derby d'Italia in a final for only the third time ever in Coppa Italia history. So we move on. We're playing for a title this year. It's nice. It's a small check mark into the season. But in this video, we'll go break down the game even further and really digest what happened. We'll go into some stats. We'll go into some quotes from Allegri, and then we'll go into our rate. I will give my personal ratings from using the Sporting app, and I'll show you the generic consensus of what everyone voted for as well. So with that, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you can consider joining the members club, link is in the description, and join the community and download the Sporting app, as you can see on the bottom left of the ticker. So do all that stuff. We need Justin's soundboard, so I don't have to say that stuff anymore. He does a lot better than I do, and with a lot more passion. But in totality, from yesterday's match against Fiorentina, we did pretty good. It was the classic catenaccio ball from Allegri. It worked to perfection. We tried in the first half. I think Vlahovic could have hopped on at least 3 or 4 breakaways. He did get a couple, and I've noticed his sprint speed is not quite good. But that's another problem in itself. I'm not gonna try to be negative Nancy today. It was a 2-0 victory against a very informed squad, and we did the business quite easily, to be honest. Never thought we were going to concede a goal, and except for the first 30 seconds when Cabral blocked his own team shot off the goal line. But whatever. Other than that, I thought we were pretty good. Mattia Perin, special shout out to him. Contract situation, A+. Today's performance, A+. He's a real one, so we'll shout out him at the start, and the first thing we will do is bring up some stats, courtesy of Sporting. As you can see, to your right, the ball possession, Fiorentina. Shots on goal, Fiorentina. Shots off goal, Fiorentina. Doesn't matter. Did not feel like they were going to score a goal today. Again, except for the 30-second mark. Yellow cards, even. Corner kicks, they had the edge. Attacks, they had the edge. And dangerous attacks, they had the edge. It was going to be obvious what we were doing today. We came in with the lead, and the amount, or the kind of early-ish goal made Fiorentina. It was score effects. This is a score effect stat. So the score being 2-0 on aggregate for Juventus after the 32nd minute from Bernardeschi's wonder goal allowed them to be more of to dictate play more, and that played right into Juventus' hands. They soaked up all the pressure, and they dealt with it, and it was a good win. So you can see, stats don't mean anything if you lose 2-0 and 3-0 over aggregate. So Fiorentina has not scored 1 goal against Juventus this season over 3 matches, and we've scored 4. Do people really want Italiano, or do we want to stick with Allegri? I can see why people think the attractive football is nice, and the prospect of an attractive style of play with our crop of players could be nice, but when you see Allegri go head-to-head against Italiano in this season alone, it's telling. And I'm not pro-Allegri, I'm not pro-Italiano, I'm just, stats are stats, facts are facts. So move on to lineup ratings. This is the consensus by the people who joined our Bianconeri Zone community on the Sporting app. So you can see a lot of people rated Bernardeschi and Rabiot in our midfield, and kudos to them. not to the voters, kudos to our midfield, because our midfield was good today. I thought Bernardeschi was the worst out of the four, so I don't know why. I guess because he scored the goal. But Zakaria ran 2 marathons, it seemed like. Danilo all over the place, playing vertically, mopping up in midfield, blocking key interventions, spreading the ball, like I said, quickly to Morata and Vlahovic on the break, joining in and scoring a goal himself. Brilliant game. My man of the match, personally. It looks as though it was the fans as well. So kudos to him. Very good game. He's justifying his spot in midfield, and he's justifying his spot, or Allegri's thought process. Rabiot had a solid game, defensively especially. Like I said, Zakaria ran 2 marathons, it seemed like. Bernardeschi in his own third, scary, like not good. He tried to dribble out of so many scenarios. In the attacking third, he was all right. He was decisive on one certain play. He was decisive on Rabiot's offside goal. But yeah, I still think he was the worst out of the 4, just because he was dispossessed so many times. Our back line was fine. Like, again, nothing. Kudos to our midfield. That's what I'm going to say today. Our midfield won us the match. And then Vlahovic, Morata kind of sucked today. Actually, not kind of. Morata sucked today. And Vlahovic was isolated for the most part, the majority of the game. But he did well. He did very well today in his hold-up play. So I was happy with that. And then our subs, Dybala came on. He looks out of it still. He's going to look out of it for the rest of the season. He's not going to be decisive, I don't think, in my opinion. Whenever we went on a counterattack and he didn't get the ball back, he's just non-existent. Cuadrado did well, beat his man, gave an assist to Danilo. Chiellini came on, took a couple of interventions, good for him. And then Moise Kean had one nice touch. Sorry, my dog is he's sleeping now, but during the game, for the first time in a while, he wasn't sleeping. He was actually really, really into the game today. If you watch our watch-alongs, the past couple times especially, he's been out like a light. Juventus bores him, but now, or today during the match, he loved it. So now we'll go to some quotes from Allegri post-match. As you can see on the right, you'll see me on the Juventus bench for the next 3 years. I'm sorry to have lost the direct match against Inter, because the match decided the championship. It's a Mickey Mouse trophy. It's the Super Coppa. It is a trophy. I'm not denying that, but it's a Mickey Mouse one. Like, who cares? You better win the Coppa Italia though. That actually gives you something to wear next year on your shirt. It's a tangible trophy. Rabiot, Zakaria, Bernardeschi played a technical and physical game. Rabiot is growing a lot in his reading of the game. He's commending the midfield, and they were really good today. Like I said, they owned the game. We have to congratulate the boys. We have come from 4 tough days with a lot of criticism, justified. But tonight was not easy against Fiorentina, who are a team that dribbles the ball and have speed. Didn't really see that today. I think Fiorentina are pretty bad, to be honest. Fiorentina are our first opponents for 4th place because of the schedule. So the lighter schedule that I checked, they have some hard games still, but they have the game in hand, which will mean 4 points if they win their next match. They'll be 4 points behind us when they catch up in matches played. He goes on to say, we did well defensively, I agree, but we should have scored the second goal in the first half. Okay. We suffered, but but tonight the team won. Those who came on did well. Those who played from the start also did well. The goal was to reach the final. Job done. Good job. De Sciglio, I didn't think it was good. There's some players that you can nitpick here, and I will do my match ratings in a bit after we do the Allegri quotes. We have to treasure it, and next year we have to fight for the championship, but that's part of life. You can't always win. We have achieved 18 consecutive useful results. With Bologna, we didn't manage to win while creating so much. 18 consecutive useful results? There's a couple of Inter losses of Villarreal. If he's just talking strictly Serie A, then it's still the Inter match. That's not useful. It's weird. He's a weird guy. Allegri's a weird guy. Dusan's been working hard at the moment. He's in a bit of a physical decline, but he's given a lot. At the start, he was always going strong. He played every 3 days. He has to stay calm. He's 22 and he's strong, but he's also at his first experience. I'm not sure what he means by that. He's been in Serie A now for 2.5 years. His first experience at Juventus, maybe. I don't know, but I thought he was actually quite strong today. I thought he was actually quite good. Again, not many chances came his way, but I thought he was quite good overall. He has to find the mental balance. It's a step that he will make over the months and years to reach the maturity that the boys need. Maturity, he loves that. Oh, I have to smile because of all the things you say and write. You change every week. They'll never change their opinions on you not wanting to play young players. That's for sure. The team played a good game, like an experienced team. We knew Fiorentina plays well, and Italiano is very good. One of the things we needed to do better was to make the right choices in favorable situations. That's where we need to do better. Football was invented by the devil. You don't explain it, you play it. There are moments like that. Maybe he's talking about the missed chances, like the Vlahovic breakaway in the first half. A couple other chances where we made the wrong decision in the final third again. And that's been a reoccurring theme throughout the year. So final thoughts before we get into the lineup or my match ratings. I'm going to be using the Sporting app to do the ratings and contribute to our Bianconerizon community on there. But midfield, excellent. Catenaccio ball worked out well. Danilo is our best midfielder, trying to play vertically, fast and accurate. And that's including Locatelli in that mix because it's evident. He's played midfield for 3 games now, and he's always looking to play quick and into a channel or forward to Vlahovic into space, or his feet, or Morata's feet, or into space. I rate him there. I don't mind him there. Rabiot's coming on strong. He's making that late season push, as Justin always points out. Zakaria is a machine who never stops going, and. Yeah, I was fine with it. I was fine with the performance by the team in totality. I also saw De Ligt trying to do some crazy things. He tried to do like a Maradona flick over, and then he's laughing about that near the beginning of the second half, and then near the end of the second half, he sombreroed someone and then hit the side netting on a volley. That was pretty cool. That's the Dutch center back in him. So in totality, I thought the team was good. Perrine, excellent. You'll see my player ratings. So we'll start that now. We'll bring up the consensus ratings again, and I'll start with the team in itself, and I'll give them a 7. I'm going to give them a 7 because not everyone was good. In particular, De Sciglio was not good, and I didn't think Morata was good at all. And then I also didn't think Bonucci was great. He was okay. He was good with the ball at his feet. But in terms of defense, sorry, my dog needs to go down. In terms of defending itself, the organization could have been a bit better. The midfield really helped out today. And then the subs were okay from Allegri as well. So Allegri is going to get a 9. Quadrado bringing him on near the end of the match, great idea. Can beat his man. He has fresh legs. Worked out. Danilo goal off an assist from Quadrado. Dybala is just not there anymore, but you're not going to not play Dybala because he's a talent in himself. Chiellini was brought on to shore up the defense, and it happened. And then Keane came on for Vlahovic to give him some rest. Love it. The team mantra today was play on the counterattack as fast as possible. They tried that. It was successful for the majority of the game, and they soaked up a lot of pressure, and they did well. So I'll give him a 9. I'm going to give Perrine a 9 as well. I would have given him a 10 because I would have given him man of the match, but the very first 30 seconds or whatever where he dropped the ball from across, and then Torreira kicked the ball off Cabral on the goal line for an offside. That was not good goalkeeping from Perrine, so he made a mistake there. But the rest of the match, rock solid. Good for him. Starting to grow on me a lot more because of his contract situation as well. De Sciglio, I'll give it 4. 5 is the average. So I'll give De Sciglio a 4. He was below average. Stupid yellow card. In the first half, he didn't know which pass to make. He got intercepted a bunch of times, so gets a 4. He got subbed out 79th minute. Bonucci, I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5. Very average. Billet, I'll give a 6. Didn't have to do much. The funny dribbles and the ambitious dribbles were fun to watch from him. Alexandro, I'll give him a 5. Didn't notice him all game. That's not a bad thing. So that was good. Bernardeschi, I'll give a 6. Obviously scored the wonder goal. Still trying to do too many crazy things in his own half, and he gives the ball away too easily. For a 28-year-old, turning 28-year-old, you'd think he'd have the experience to just not do that. But I think he's on his way out. So if that's his lasting goal to Juventus, thank you. We'll take that. Zakaria, 7. Again, it's not easy playing in that midfield. It's not easy to just be asked to run around. But he did a great job of it. Danilo, I'll give it 9. And again, mopped up really well. Scored his goal. Played vertically. Did everything Allegri wants in a central midfielder. And he literally did it as a trained right back. So he was our best midfielder today. Rabiot, I'll give I'm going to put a 6, but it should be 6.5. I can't put a 6.5 for whatever reason. He ran a lot as well, did very good defensive work. He could have technically scored a goal, but he was offside. But he was very good. I'll give Vlahovic a 6. Could have scored on a breakaway there. Good hold-up play. Wasn't involved too much, but that's to be expected. And he was saved he was subbed off, so he got some minutes saved under his belt. Morata, I'll give a 4. Again, not good. He just wasn't good today. I don't know what was his problem. Couldn't time a run. Couldn't make it. Well, we always know he can't make a final pass in the attacking third on a counter. So it's odd to play counterattack football with Morata, who can't do that. You'd think he'd be able to. He has all the physical characteristics. Like he's fast. He's quite strong. But he's just not good at making the final ball. Giorgio Chiellini, I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 6 because of the couple interventions he had. Saw the game out. Good for him. Quadrado, I'll give him a 7. Did what he needed to do when he came on. Took on his man. Gave an assist. Looked solid at the back. Dybala, 4. He looks disinterested, and who could blame him? Bored of him. And then Keane, 5. He didn't do anything. So those are my ratings. I'm going to submit them. Let's see what we get now. There it is. Now what? Yeah, there it is. So you can see him. I don't know if you can see that. Boom. Oops. Those are my ratings. Nice. The app looks pretty good. So yeah. I think my man of the match, like I said, I tweeted out today saying my men of the match, because I grouped 2 of them together, was Danilo and Perrine. And I think we're going to stick with that. So my final men of the match is going to be Danilo and Perrine. And my flop of the match is De Sciglio and Morata. So let me know what yours are in the comment section below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that fun stuff. Consider being a member. Download the Sporting app to be interactive with all of us at the channel and as fans. And we move on to Sassuolo on Monday. Big game back in Serie A. We need to get our points. We need to shore up 4th place and try and win the Coppa Italia May 11th. So we'll speak to you. I believe I'll be back on the channel on Friday to do a debate show. So until then, ciao everybody. Forza Juve. On to the final.